Kolki! Kolki!
Kolki came while you were freeing the others. I didn't know he was a Jaguar warrior. He offered me payment. How could I refuse?
You should have, Boma. Kukulkan hates outsiders and traitors. Death to the one who defies Kukulkan.
There! The outsider Kukulkan sent us for.
Kill her! Kill her! Anteneshi! Janenesh Sedekti! Matu beita limwoke sikimbai! Ucheesh tulak al shibal nakech! Ma'alot. In matchback! Talking matching! Incastate colelo! Atelesh! Anteneshi! צבא וולקילה, ביוחל וצ'ייקוציל אל קוקולקן. הם סעז להשתלט כלבש קופק. מנאצ'קום סיגבאש, ינינקשטיקון. פצבאש, עצונש שטני אל קובין. וכמול פקסיקבאי, אם אני חושב לצלח באש, עברת לאש! מתו ביתה לימוק כסיקימבאי, צוק קימיל! קצמו כאש, ווינקילל, ג'טל ווינקולל! מה הלא? מינן משהו מסביל! פתתך קבק! צבא וולקילה, ביוחל וצ'ייקוציל אל קוקולקן. באת בה? כאל ג'נטלו! יבוני קוקניל! לבטל מקרו ויילק! לבטל תאש! קיקקיל! כולבטל תאש! ילדש צדיק! כאן עמו כסגרה! בבא ביוחל וצ'ייקוציל אל קוקולקן. שיבל נקץ' Meora, se la chaes! Nashtek. Tuż minwele. Ay tulal kalim yutzilesh. Manach kun sigbaesh. Janin kashtik. Chepe lujo que siku pole. Ya no lu que salti.
Villager claims to have seen a strange creature in the streets. They followed it to a walled-in alley where it disappeared. Citizen describes similar experience in Upper City. Woke to discover something trying to climb in a second-story window. When she yelled, it dropped to the street and disappeared. We'll continue to monitor.
Huye, huye.
Ay, yachting wall.
A 6-point mace, cast from copper, with an embedded axe blade. A fearsome weapon.
Se pensaseni.
Makalmak ka talami.
Shanka ashikech. Yetsek.
Tanameya huyabitin lesuki.
"29th of November, 1603. After dinner, Lopez left the city. I followed, worried he might not return. I found him standing by the riverbank, lips moving as though in prayer. Not wishing to disturb him, I waited. His communion with God must have lasted through the night, and I regret to admit I fell asleep, for the next thing I knew, Lopez stood smiling serenely over me, the morning sun behind him, creating a halo. He helped me to my feet and clasped me in a strong embrace. "Truilos, I know where to find the artifact," he whispered in my ear.
Uyintan. Umehen chulup.
The pilgrimage came to a fork of 2 rivers and decided to settle. They erected 2 pyramids and began their new lives as protectors of the box.
Kimakol al-kash.
I've been staring at this thing all day. I don't understand. Trying to read this stupid mural. I will. Show respect. I'm sorry, Ahau. I mean no disrespect to Kukulkan. I'm studying the murals to become a serpent guard, like my father.
I'm sure he's very proud of you.
But what if I can't understand the lessons they're teaching? Then what?
Maybe I can help. Do you think your father would mind that?
Would he, Mayu?
No, child. I'm sure your father would be pleased to learn you've had the Ahau's help.
Great. I've got part of this first one here. It's water. Well, something about water anyway. I think. And the others I haven't looked at yet.
How about I go and study all the murals and then come back to you and we can discuss them?
I'll be here.
I'm Lara, by the way.
I will.
When what is above him is now below, the fed become the food that sow. The ground, the earth, Aman, the corn god.
Ay!
Glide within him like a bird, but do not breathe. Water? So him must be Chak, the god of rain. Impossible. I can't carry any more. The Aztec used these to burn incense so they could communicate with the gods. Still smells of copal. The peak of this mountain is hidden behind thick clouds. I can't be sure what these two smaller hills on either side of the mountain are supposed to represent.
It is busy today. Kukulkan may have promised we'll thrive, but many make their own offerings.
The protectors failed, and are now doomed to recover what they lost.
Ujeh, mata katik cakak sipil. Seten sa asani.
He erases the dark and brings the day that follows. That's the sun. Kinichahau is the sun god. The gods in the murals are all giving life and taking it away. A balanced interaction. The murals were teaching about the duality of life and death. Heavy stuff for a child. Hello?
Ahau, greetings. Have you heard? It's so terrible. Sumac was killed by his own servant.
How do you know Sumac?
Everyone knows Sumac. He was my mentor and business partner. He made my business possible. Trade in the upper district without the right contacts, it's impossible. Sumac did all that for me and more.
I'll find out what happened to him.
Thank you, Ahau. Apologies, Ahau, but you may not enter. The crowd is violent. If I move, they may rush in.
Perhaps I can find a way to distract them.
A wise strategy, Ahau. A tragedy. I must see Shoko.
Have you not been informed of the death of Sumac?
Indeed, Ahau. He was a great man.
He was. Now sound the call of mourning to usher him to the afterlife.
Yes, Ahau. I will play.
An Aztec-influenced mask, decorated with items native to the area around Paititi. There's something there. The Paititians made peace with each other and followed Yaskar Yahweh, recently acclaimed as emperor, to a site in the mountains to begin anew, certain they will not make the same mistakes as those before them. All full up. Can't carry any more. A burnt note. I can still make out part of it. Ikal, consider this the official end of our business relationship. Signed, Sumac. Itzamna is the son of the Maya creator god, Hunabku. He was the god of education, responsible for inventing writing and books. This made him an essential figure in the development of Maya culture. He was also god of agriculture and created farming. He even presided over doctors, healing people with the help of his red-hot hand. Usually Itzamna took on a reptilian aspect, but he was also known as Kinichahau, a fire macaw, who was the patron of the number 4 and controlled drought and disease. How did it happen?
When we arrived, Shoko, the mistress of the house, was arguing with Taruka, her servant. Sumac lay dead between them. Taruka was covered in blood.
Did Shoko witness the murder?
No. She came home from the market to find Taruka standing over Sumac.
Has Taruka confessed?
No, he pleads innocence. But you're here now, Ahau. Few can lie under the scrutiny of the gods. When he confesses, speak with the investigator. He's up near the body.
Oh, Ahau, please show mercy. I swear I didn't kill my master.
Be calm, Taruka. Tell me what happened.
I came in from working the fields. I heard a loud noise, like a gate slamming shut. I ran and found Sumac covered in blood. He'd been stabbed. I tried to stop the bleeding, but he was already gone.
That's why your hands are bloody.
Ahau, please believe me.
I'll return if I have any more questions.
Greetings, Ahau.
What do you have?
Sumac was stabbed in the neck many times with something pointy and very sharp.
Like an arrow or a knife?
Whatever it was, it's gone now. We've searched the entire room.
Then the murderer took the weapon with them. May I have a look at the body?
Of course. May the gods grant you the wisdom to see what I can.
For a stab wound, there's not much blood. Hello? Shoko?
Yes, Ahau.
I know this is difficult, but I need you to tell me what happened.
I was at the market with... Oh, poor Sumac.
Take your time. Start from the beginning. You're at the market?
Yes, with Agna. I was going to make bokchuk. It was my husband's favorite.
Akna?
One of my servants.
What happened when you came home?
I found Taruka in the kitchen, standing over Sumac. His hands covered in my husband's blood. I yelled and the guards arrived.
Was he holding a weapon?
No.
Did you hear a loud slam as you arrived?
No, of course not.
What about Akna?
What about her? She was with me. She accompanied me to the market and back.
Where is she now?
Recovering in her room. She's had quite a shock.
I'll go talk to her.
But... yes, of course. As you wish, Ahau.
This will never be clean.
Hello, Akna.
Oh, Ahau. Forgive me. I thought you were the mistress.
I was hoping to ask you a few questions.
I don't know anything. I never know anything.
Does this gate open?
The gate? No. It's broken. It has been broken for a long time.
Akna! I'll find another way around.
It was only a...
How? Hello? Is it true? Sumac was murdered?
Yes, I'm looking for Akna. I have questions for her.
The servant girl? I wouldn't waste any time on her. She doesn't know anything. She can't even see what's going on right in front of her eyes every day.
What do you mean?
I apologize, How. It's not my place to speak.
If you know something, tell me.
Let's just say Shoko and Sumac didn't have the most passionate of marriages. Shoko always had eyes for Ikal.
Ikal? Sumac's business partner. So they were friends.
They're much more than friends, I think.
Thank you for the information.
The pleasure is mine, How.
Pakal, Taruka is innocent. Sumac was killed by his business partner, Ikal. I found a note terminating their business relationship, which would have ruined Ikal.
Find Ikal!
While Shoko and Akna were at the market, Ikal entered the house, stabbed Sumac in the passage back there, and dragged the body where the servant Taruka would easily find it. Then he slammed the inner gate shut to attract Taruka's attention, leaving through the servants' quarters.
Ahau, please, go set Tarukas free. Thank you for your help. We will bring Ikal to justice. Please accept this as a token of our gratitude.
Taruka, you're free to go.
Thank you, Ahau. Sometimes there is justice.
Sometimes. Maya and Inca stood shoulder to shoulder against their brothers on one side, those who wished to retreat and start fresh, and those who wished to expand and conquer neighboring territories. Ill-suited to the local land, the Maya's agriculture techniques of slash and burn soon led to a food shortage. At the risk of starvation, they entered into treaties with local pre-Inca tribes, gaining new technologies and crops. The traders arrived, bringing new goods, and then the farmers, with new crops and techniques. Eventually, as more and more of the outsiders arrived in Paititi, they eventually took administrative control. This staff has a jury-rigged flintlock mechanism similar to those from European firearms. The cultist priests must have used this during their ceremonies to awe the crowds.
Huh?
Uy! Sasin!
Tumen mawatutan wilikens? Tumen ma, watunta wiliken?
Shanka Shikech.
Ah!
Mayu, where's the wheel? Is everything all right?
I don't know. Her father came and collected her. He said he wanted to reward her for her studies and let her participate in a ritual.
What ritual?
The ritual of awakening. A how that involves the sacrifice of a child.
Do you think Awil's father would harm her?
I've known him for years. Today when he came, he looked right through me. His eyes were black, empty.
Where did he take her?
To the abandoned village. Please, hurry.